There's someone sure he does it with, but keep going.
I can't.
I'm not cutting it.
Cut it out.
I'm not cutting it.
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Run the track.
Run it back.
What it do, my babies? What it do, my schnackenites? Anyway, guys, welcome back to Shnaks.
It's been a minute.
Has it?
It's been a while.
By the way, guys, Ethel walked here from Muyenga. I'm in Nadia. So, really,
And that's a 4-hour walk.
Really,
just
if you
for
have
context.
not subscribed, yet
Just
someone
for
came by Fitsubishi to be here for you.
Yeah, we've
Just
been apart
subscribe,
for a while, guys. Lockdown has done its thing on us.
So, guys, like a week or two ago, we asked you guys to send in questions about anything. And you guys sent in amazing questions, loads of questions, funny questions. Some questions that are a bit too spicy. But yeah, we're going to answer some of them. They're all like on different topics, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're going to do our best to entertain y'all since we're all stuck at... Okay, since those of us in Kampala are stuck at home.
What would you guys do if you ended up crushing on the same person? And is that even possible?
First of all, Ethel and I have very different types. Very different types. I wish I could put pictures of my type and your type. We have very different types. So it's not like a thing that's happened like...
It doesn't happen like when we go out and we see guys and we're like,
trying to get with the same guy.
That guy is cute.
Yeah.
It rarely happens. We don't even say the same things about guys. Yeah.
But then, you never know what can happen in the future, you guys.
But also I was saying that like those things that people have normalized in 2021 of sharing boyfriends or one person dates someone,
squad,
then you pass them on to the next person. Guys, you leave that. Leave that alone.
It's for S2.
It's not, it doesn't work. Because actually, okay, we kind of did it in high school.
Guys, let me tell you, Eth and I literally exchanged boyfriends. As in, I was dating someone, she was dating someone else. Then they did like this. Then they did like this again.
Switch up.
And this is not in a span of years, right? It's like half a term. Then you go for mid-term. Then you come back. You've exchanged. Ish.
What a time.
But anyway, it was a good time because, guys, for me, they used to buy for me airtime.
All they did for me was just words.
Do you ever feel like a project is beyond what you're capable of? And how do you deal with that, basically?
So I think that it has happened before, a while back, when I was approached to do a nude shoot, to be a photographer for a nude shoot. And I had...
As if she was the subject.
I mean, if anyone wants to, I'm available.
I think there's someone sure he does it with, but keep going.
I can't. So I was approached for that, and I had no skills in that. I had no experience, and it's a kind of thing that I don't think you can just freestyle on live. So I was able to just refer someone who could do it. And yeah, I think I didn't even feel like bad. I just felt like it's good sometimes to say no to things.
Yeah, guys, you don't have to do everything.
Don't.
I think there's a difference between you don't have to take on everything and then also noticing imposter syndrome. Of course, if you know that I can do this job and this is in line with where I want to go with my life and career, and you're just not doing it out of fear, then that's something else. But otherwise, guys, you cannot be everything to everyone in every way. So there's certain jobs, if someone comes to me and they're like, can you do, I don't know, for wedding photography, some stuff, and I'm like, I can't, by the way, and I don't even want to.
And it's a lot.
It's okay to not do everything. Something I've also learned, honestly, and that's the perks of having someone like Ethel. We work a lot together on projects, especially when I'm like, you know what, I can't take this one on alone. Can you help me in this way?
Exactly.
And we support each other. That's something you can think about doing. Favorite hangout spots in Cape Town? Can I just say, guys, someone asked us, do you live in South Africa? Guys, if there's a mistake we made,
sad music.
We got on that South African Airways flight and returned to Entebbe International Airport.
We were excited. But then the life we had been living in Cape Town, even that November, I'm just thinking about how we came back like...
But anyway, that was just like we'd finished our honors and we were enjoying real life in South Africa. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'd be alive.
But it's sweet.
What? All I want is shots.
Anyway, it was sweet. Anyway, favorite hangout spots in Cape Town.
You know the thing is, I don't know the names. That's my
No,
problem.
okay, you can tell me and I'll say the names. So yours truly, I had some good memories at yours truly. Their wine is definitely laced with cocaine. I really enjoyed the waiting room so much. It was just... It's a place I would go when there's songs I love hearing, but I never get to hear in the club. I'll go to the waiting room. Oh, Kind regards, bro.
Oh yeah, Kind Regards was like our home, guys. We lived like 5 minutes from Kind
Yeah.
Regards, so we made it like, I don't know what, you know, like how you have coffee shops next to your house. We had like a. It wasn't
What should I compare it to in Uganda? It's like a Kenji's, but much cuter.
Much cuter,
More aesthetic.
and a bit older people, older
And
demographic.
I'm a piano vibes.
Yeah, it was.
lived right next to that place. And Ob's Cafe. Ob's Cafe on Thursdays we would always go because they had specials on pizza and
Yeah.
drinks. Like get a pizza, get one free, and then your drinks you get 2 for 1. So we were always Thursdays without a doubt. I
were
don't
there.
care if your assignment is
We
due
were. It's
tomorrow.
like it's like we were paid to leave our
Oh,
home.
guys, there's another place. I can't believe we
Is
both
it the
haven't said
rooftop?
it. No,
'Cause I wanted to
no,
say
the
the
rooftop.
rooftop. The
but
rooftop.
Apollo. You guys, we found in our last year in South
Oh.
Africa, we got introduced to a club that played Ugandan music.
Like
But you guys,
Bedani Butter.
ratatata, it was the ghetto.
Guys,
42 at something. So rooftop bar at the top of our hotel,
bad service, very racist service, but like the vibes.
and the drinks were good.
Also the beach. I really liked going to the beach in
Take
Cape
it
Town.
back to the beach.
I mean, yeah. One of the funniest-
One of your why am I laughing?
you
One
know
of
what?
your funniest memories
I need to
together.
think.
I think for me it's something from New York.
Eh.
Guys, everything about me and Ethel going to New York at the ripe age of 18, 17 from Word of Life. And then you guys, I think when me and Ethel knew we were going to New York, we knew we were going like you guys,
Luxury.
Manhattan, penthouse,
Upstate.
something like that.
Just-
We ended up living in a really nice place eventually, but the person that like whose home we went to stay at, who's a lovely person, lovely family, she wasn't at home when we got there. And first of all, this was in the Bronx, right? Like, imagine driving from the airport in Ga, you pass Manhattan, you pass everything, you pass the bridge, you reach the Bronx, right? That might be someone's home, I'm sorry. So we get to the Bronx, and she's not at home, and she's married to a white man, he's at home. So we sit at the dining table. You guys, he puts cold pizza and two cold glasses of milk in front of us for
Guys,
dinner.
I don't believe in
I
drinking
can't
milk
even
as an
explain
adult.
to you that I looked at Ethel once and the tears just started coming.
I thought that we're gonna have a doorman, we're gonna make friends with him, then bring us some juice. I didn't think life was gonna be the best, but
We
I
thought we
was
were going to be in the sweet life
shock.
of Zach and Cody, guys.
I was in so much shock. Yeah, that was absolutely funny.
I also remember this one time where, what were you doing when you were selling something for $1?
Oh my, and she's gonna
And I
insert
took
the
a video.
I know.
Come on, folks, come on. 1 for $10, 2 for 15.
What are some really nice
yeah.
dates we've been taken on by a guy? Let me tell you guys one thing. Ethel said something right before we left Cape Town, and she said, this is such a romantic city. I would love to fall in
I
love
want to fall in
here."
love in Cape Town.
I agree, because the dates I have been on in Cape Town.
You've been on dates in Cape Town, guys. It does not make it's not fair.
Oh.
Because Cape Town, guys, everything is beautiful. Like, first of all, it's a city by the water. So,
Yeah.
and I mean, Entebbe is kind of by the water, but it's like, it's so beautiful, guys. And I want,
Yeah.
when I'm, you
Yeah.
know, like at that point where I'm just about to swim in feelings.
But
I'm
what's
going
a date that you've been on here that you're like, "Okay, that's the best date? Oh, in
Yeah.
Grahamstown, anyway. What's the best date you've been on?
I think, I don't want to like categorize, but I don't think it's, there might be a better date, but one of the most memorable dates was by the water in Entebbe. So I went from picnic to botanical.
Keith, Melvin, are you watching?
I can't remember how we got there, but we went to the water again.
Do you know when you can't remember you got there? She traveled in lifestyle.
Shut up. But it was super cute, guys. Being in Kampala, I like being in places that are not.
They remind you. They make you feel like you're not in Kampala. You
Yes,
forget.
like I'm, because yeah, there's a lot of things about Kampala that are not really likable. So it's nice to feel like I'm at peace. I'm not in like a crowded area. That was, yeah, definitely up there.
Guys, I went on a date in Cape Town so in Cape Town there's like bikes that you can hire and you basically ride across the ocean and the beach. Oh my gosh, guys, like we were just riding bikes, racing, chilling, stopping.
And it was like by the water,
And,
right? Yeah, it was by the water.
whole time we're by the water, and there's a route you can take to get to this place called the waterfront. It's like a gigantic mall by the water. So we rode from like the beach and the sand to the waterfront, got like something to eat and bite on, blah blah. Then we rode back, gave the bikes back, and then we went for that turn up. But kind regards, I love dates that end with turn up. I think it's a good balance, you know.
Yeah.
You be intimate, you enjoy.
That's actually so
then you go and
true.
jam with your friends.
Top 5 restaurants.
In the world, in life, that we've ever been to. Okay.
Guys, I like food, but
Me, I think I have top 5.
top 5 in the. Oh my gosh. Okay, I know it's not a
Remember.
restaurant, but
Say it.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, I was going to
Drugs.
say Shake Shack.
Drugs.
Shake Shack?
Drugs.
The fact that we
Drugs.
had that, first of all,
Drugs.
by the way, let me be honest with you guys, don't think we're international. We had that thing 6 years ago, but we still judge like we eat it every day. But Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. milkshakes, burgers. It was amazing.
Tamarai's food is so good.
Oh yeah, Tamara has nice food.
Tamarai's food is so good. Hotel number 5.
Oh my gosh, yeah, hotel number 5.
I licked my plate.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you deal with creative clashes, and how do you make space for each one to find their creative visibility
in the
content we share with you guys?
I think the answer to that thing is very simple. Is that we have Shnaks, but Etho is still Etho and Shari is still Shari. I think we have an understanding that Shnaks is Shnaks. And then as individuals, we do whatever we want. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I feel like because we understand what Shnaks is a persona of its own. So it has its own aesthetic, its own vibe, it's whatever.
Yeah. Even like on a day-to-day, I was thinking about like things like, I would say like the not production process, but like shooting or choosing content. I think in terms of content direction, we think the same way, like pretty much like we agree on ideas easily, but also we split up tasks. So we don't sit down, and I'm so glad that we decided to do this from the beginning. Like we have to agree on every single thing, yeah. And I trust that if Shari is editing this, she's going to edit it, and my feedback is not going to be based on how I would have edited it, because I'm not going to edit like her. Yeah. It's we're putting something out as Shnaks, and you've edited it, but it's fine. Like you can't see eye to eye on everything, and I like that. Has anyone
oh my gosh, has anyone had a friend that the other doesn't like, and how do you deal with it? I think it's me. I think I'm the biggest culprit I'm thinking of boys, never mind.
Guys, one of the healthiest things that I've learned in friendships is that it's okay for your person to have friends who, not that you don't like, but who you're not friends with.
You're not as close with or whatever.
And you don't have to have the same friends.
Also, all of our university friends are different because we went to different unis for 3 years.
And we built relationships
there. Like, Ethel connects with some of my friends, others she doesn't really. I connect with some of her friends, others I really don't.
Yeah.
How did you meet your partner? Hey, I'm here to tell my sexy story.
Tell us.
My story is not sexy. Do you know, guys, I'm so embarrassed by how I met my partner, because I'm going to tell you what it is, and to this day I can't go and look back at it because I want to cringe. I met my partner via email, but the thing is, like, because he's older than me, I was at university doing the film course that he did, and he was now like way older than me, and I knew him as like this cool Ugandan filmmaker that I don't know. Also, my friend Max was like, yeah, this guy writes and he's good at it, you should ask him for help. So I'm working on my grad film and I get his email. You guys, I can't explain to you. Imagine working on your first film, it's your grad film, and you're talking to someone who you are like is in your head, like is in the industry, they're like a big deal. So you guys, imagine that email I wrote. Do you know when you're kissing ass and trying to be formal and like trying to be diplomatic, whatever? So I sent my email asking for help. I basically asked him to read our script and like send some like feedback and edits, and he did do that. Guys, I can't even go back to read that email, but that's how we first met, and then we never talked again after. And then like maybe a year later, he was performing at Blankets and Wine, and I was like and he was just like and then I see life happens.
Sparks fly.
That beard, that smile, everything.
What do you feel as you're going through? Okay, so the next question is, what do you feel as you're going through the creative process? Is it joy, fear, vulnerability?
All of them, you guys.
Yeah. The creative process, guys, is like whooshu, whooshu, whooshu.
Hey.
Any project, anything you put out, anything you work on, it's a roller coaster.
How do you resolve conflict within your friendship? We didn't talk about this.
We should actually talk about friendship video. We talked about it at in mental health, I think. In mental health,
but that was, I guess, more related to mental health.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot to say to add. Guys, we have learned communication. We've been friends for 12 years. We've kind of learned each other. And
it's like a relationship. I don't think people need to...
We're never perfect.
People need to stop thinking that friendships are... First of all, that you need to put in less work into friendships than you put into relationships. Because I feel like, for me, because I talked about this in the mental health video, click here and watch it. But yeah, like my friendships have taught me how to navigate any future relationships I have, or any future romantic relationships, because friendships are relationships. Yeah. But yeah, like the same work that if you go to couples therapy, if you're willing to sit down and go to your person and talk, you're doing the same thing for your friendships.
Yeah. Pay attention, you guys. Listen and observe and pay attention to your people. That's how you know how to interact with them when things are a bit iffy. Also, do not hide things. Like, be honest. Okay, you guys, this thing was on the timeline. What does a date consist of? Like, guys were arguing about
and people
that
felt
thing.
like they had never been taken out on a date. And also, I think people are tweeting a lot about normalizing dates not being at like a fancy restaurant with dinner, like you dressing up and going out for dinner. Guys, personally, I've never been on that kind of date. I've never been. You have.
Oh,
you have, girl. You have.
Bananga Cape Town was good.
Even Kampala,
a fancy one.
Okay. But yeah, I think that personally, I think a date consists of something that is intentional and that's sentimental. Oh my gosh, actually, now you're taking me back to the other question about one of my favorite dates. I also like going to like activities. Like if there's like a exhibition or things like that. I like such dates. Like that was one of my favorite dates.
Yeah, I think for me what makes a date is intentionality.
Same.
Because to be honest, you guys, some of my most memorable dates have literally been at the person's
in the
house.
home. Exactly.
And we do something together, like, but it's the intentionality of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, the intentionality and like okay, you guys, if for you romance equals money, that's kawa and you better get what you want. But for me, I don't think that. And to a certain extent, because the truth is, if you take me to KFC, that's not a date.
Me actually, at some point I asked someone to take me to KFC, but then I was like,
maybe to pick up the food, then we go somewhere else.
I wanted to embarrass them, so that's why I wanted to
What?
sit there. Because how people think that KFC is fake. What I was like, take me to KFC and let's sit down.
Let me see if you can talk with me here. Yeah, guys. For me, it's what consists of a date: intentionality. And also, guys, I feel like a date for me is, if I'm not taking you on a date, I'm paying. If you're not taking me on a date, you're paying. If we're splitting things, we're hanging out.
That's fact.
That's
and I think
me.
it's good to realize that, because I was looking at a question and answer tag, and someone was like, she regrets the amount of money she spent on dates. Girl, same. Same.
Yo, there's a time when Ethel was splashing on the boys.
And it was not necessary, you guys, you see.
But it's because that's your love language. You like to give and to do for people. I think you are showing your love language.
Guys, but it's so like, and it can blind you. It can really blind you.
I also like, what for me is a big part of a date, but not in the way of like dress like you're going for a wedding. I like when I go on a date, even when we're hanging out, I just on a date and we're like, babe, let's go for drinks or whatever. I like feeling like we're both looking cute. We're both looking cute.
Guys, I just like love.
Oh, sweetie.
I really like love.
Me too. I shouldn't even lie. Sometimes I try to pretend that I don't. So I seem like a hard guy, but I do.
Love is so nice. Have you considered taking the vaccine? Also,
yes.
Hunter's one. Yeah, we want to move. We want to have.
I want the pandemic to end. I don't want people to die.
I don't want to pass the virus on to my loved ones.
I have both my jabs.
I'm going for my next jab in like 2 weeks.
But here I am locked down. Hunters or Savannah. Guys, I have an explanation for this thing. In terms of aesthetics and how it looks, the bottle and everything, I'm a Savannah FC babes. But in terms of what happens in my throat, Hunter's dry in the green bottle. It has won me
Actually,
over.
Hunter's because I was drinking Hunter's normal. Hunter's gold. Yeah.
And it was also gold.
I like Hunter's, but I'm also just on the fence. It depends on my mood, what I'm having the drink with. Am I eating like muchomo or it depends on what I'm eating or what the vibe is.
How do you guys earn to support the liberties of your creativity? I feel like we've talked about this before, but like the liberties of our for example, Shnaks YouTube, things that we do that are not necessarily generating money right now. We both have work that we take on. Ethel has her 9-to-5 job in digital content creation and marketing and advertising. For me, I do freelance jobs which help fund my film work and Shnaks.
And even like collaborative projects.
Like projects, yeah.
The equipment we bought for Shnaks, like the money that we invested in Shnaks at the beginning.
Of jobs we did together.
Was all money that we'd made. Personally, I'm trying to work towards being able to do to have much more
time to do that, to have that liberty.
I get that. We're working. At least I know I'm working towards that point where I want to be able to. Yeah.
I think I was thinking about this recently. I'm glad that I'm in a space and that I have a family that allowed me the room to start from that point. I've never been a 9-to-5 person, or like my work and my job is those my liberty is my life. Like I'm a freelancer / self-employed. Sometimes I feel unemployed when I'm in a bad mood. But while mom's self-employed, I'm taking back my agency. And my dad always reminds me, like, even when I'm feeling down about things, he's just like, you're in the best place you could be, because that's where the world is kind of moving to. But yeah, for me, in terms of creative liberties, what I think about a lot is the support I get from my family. Every member of my family in some way or another has allowed me to live this life and to start my dream now.
I can't imagine coming from a family or being in a family where my creativity was not supported.
Our dads are the ones who really told us you're going to New York.
Yeah, they supported our dreams. They really supported our dreams, guys. And they believed
Imagine
in
being
us.
a 17, 18-year-old and you tell your parents that.
Our studio audience has some.
Hey. Now, yeah, with this New York thing, our dads are like, where you're going. I don't know if
on the other
mom
hand,
was like,
no,
mom.
and I feel like they talked on the phone, and
I'm
they were
not
probably
going to
like,
lie, you guys. At some point, my mom thought that trip was a waste of time. First of all,
I
but
was
she
a lot
was
of
being
things.
realistic.
Time,
Because
finances.
for them, they were like, you've graduated high school.
You
We're going
haven't
to
even
pay
gone
for
to
you to go to
uni.
university.
You haven't gone to
and you're
uni
going
yet.
to New York.
That's what I'm trying to say. In terms of our liberties, that they have intentionally invested, and not just invested their words, they've invested their money. They've put their money
I
where
remember
their
I used to be
mouths
like, when I go to New York, and my mom would correct me and say, if you go. Damn.
But look at us now.
Okay, you guys, we have a scenario question that I'm going to read.
Okay.
You have an event coming up, and you tell your man you're looking for an outfit, but you don't know what to do. He then offers to buy you whatever dress you want. Scenario B is, he knows you have an event and he just surprises you with the dress. You've not told him anything. He just knows you have an event and he says, here, I bought you a dress.
The question
is any of these more a gift than the other? Personally, I believe it's about the type of person you are.
But this thing of buying for me,
Yeah,
a dress that I don't,
for me,
I can't.
No, but you know, if for some people, that's it. That's like
I can't.
The kind of level of involvement
they want like to be detached. I believe that intentionality comes from me observing you or me observing the things, and because we're close or because we're intimate, you know the things I like. You know, if I'm looking at a dress, or I'll be like, oh babe, look at this, see
what, like, these are the options.
Yes, exactly. What do you think of them? Whatever. So then you surprise me with one you know I already want. Because
yes, if you surprise me with one I wanted, it's okay.
Yeah.
But then I feel like, I don't want you to just surprise me. Also, I think some people might feel like the whole thing of the boyfriend just saying, I'll pay for what you want, is not him being involved. I think it is. Like, he's paying for my... Why should
it's
he
like asking him about nails. You know, I don't understand how people ask, like, their boyfriends about certain things.
If your boyfriend pays... if your boyfriend plays video games, this is a very, gendered... whatever, but I'm just trying to make it simple. If your boyfriend plays video games, I'm not going to pretend I know the games he likes and I go and just buy a random game. I'm going to at least do some research and find out.
Ask him,
what dress is it that you want, blah blah blah. I feel like one thing I really like about my partner is how, like, he does not act like things that I tell him that I know he's not into are useless. He'll engage me. So he's not going to buy the thing or choose the thing for me or be like, but when I'm like, babe, I think I want to do my nails, but I never found this, he engages me. He actually has the conversation with me.
What do you want to do?
He doesn't act like it's useless. So guys, our last and final question. The winning question.
You remember it, right?
Mm-hmm. When do 3/4 become trousers?
Stairs.
I think that question, the experts for that question is like 45 and above mothers. They can answer that question. Mom, when do 3/4 become trousers? But even 3/4, why do they exist?
You're haters.
3/4 are swaggy.
My mom thinks we're haters.
And why do moms like 3/4? Actually, why do moms like 3/4?
When do 3/4?
Maybe they are shorts for them. They feel like
they are
wearing
modest
shorts.
enough.
It's living according to the Bible.
Proverbs 31, woman, what's good? And on that note, we are saying goodbye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe.
See you on the next video. Peace. Now you've cut out the words on my shirt.
Ashi.
I'm going to raise it.
Are you seeing your daughter?
How can you make it so like that?
Oh my god.